Earth, the cradle of life, the third planet from the Sun, and currently the only place where life is known to exist. For thousands of years, Earth's intelligent inhabitants, humans, have looked skyward and wondered at the enveloping vastness of the universe that their planet is suspended in, and the possibility of extraterrestrial life. This fascination of worlds beyond our own has been the subject of art, literature, research, and popular culture throughout civilization, and leave those looking to the heavens wondering, is there anybody out there?
Do I believe that there's life somewhere else in the universe? That's an interesting question. If you're looking at it from the aspect of science, as opposed to, say, religion or some other way of seeing the universe, a short answer to that is space is big. Space is interesting. Space is varied. Space is full of all of the same materials and elements that we have here. And I think, just because of the vastness of space, it's highly likely that there would be some other kind of life out there. And if there is life somewhere else, it might not look anything at all like what you and I would imagine it to be. Personally, I would be excited to find a microbe on another planet. You know, anything that's alive. The idea that humans specifically were brought from an alien race and planet on the Earth, I've heard people talk about that. That one bothers me a little bit because look at things that we're closely related to, like chimpanzees. We share more DNA with a chimpanzee than an African elephant shares with an Asian elephant. So if human beings were brought here, then, well, chimpanzees obviously would have had to have been brought here as well. Life on this planet is related. I don't think that human beings specifically were brought from somewhere else and transplanted here, or we wouldn't be so similar to the other things around us. But humans have a weird way of seeing the world. We like to think of there's the human world, oh, and then there's the natural world. But we're part of it. We're part of this planet. We're part of the expression of life on the Earth.
We know so little about the human brain. We know so little about the human body. Just that subject, you could eat up 5 decades trying to get into that one. So what if we went to the ethereal, or what if we went to infinity? What if we went to those prolific studies? It's impossible in 30 lifetimes to conclude anything. So to say extraterrestrial is inferring that they're not of our planet. I had all of the stereotypical scars, bleeding from the navel area, so forth and so on. Was awakened at about 3 o'clock in the morning 12 years ago, had a full-blown holographic image of a gray in my bedroom, oversized almond-shaped eyes, tiny holes, very small mouth, no real ears to speak of, oversized head, small body, 4.5 to 5 feet tall. And they're communicating one thing, and that was that they wanted me to understand they meant no harm. They were here in peace, and don't be afraid. And the other interesting thing was when the entity left, the hologram disappeared slowly like an old television set. Yes, I have been taken. Do I have recalls of inside the crafts, perhaps? I have glimpses. I could not, in a detailed form, actually tell you what they look like, other than it was a very surgical environment. It was as though there were a team of, a lack of a better term, surgeons. They had taken samples of all sorts, from skin to interior samples, there's no doubt. And that's a little over the top for me, but you can hypothesize all day long and say you believe or disbelieve. You can refute or agree until it happens to you. There is a relevance that you can't really attach until it happens to you. And it's no different than we are in the moment. From a reality standpoint, they're one and the same. We are their experiment. Let's not think so much about other cultures. Let's think just of the Earth as one culture. Architecturally, it would be a challenge to build any of the facilities at Chichén Itzá or the Plateau of Giza in 2010. We are the culmination of their technology. We are the great experiment. I am certainly of the opinion that we would be very vain to think that we are all that is in the vastness of the universe. When you're talking about the infinitive of infinity, how could that be? That would be pretty arrogant if we thought we were the only species in infinity.
We have unlimited curiosity. We have unlimited ideas. But every time I learn something, I feel like I've unlocked a door, I open up the door, and suddenly there's a whole room full of new questions that I've never thought of before. And I think if we find hard evidence, hard proof that there is life, then we have unlocked an entire mansion.
Some may believe in extraterrestrial life, while others don't. But until there is proof, we're left with questions. All we can do is look and wonder.